where the hell is Alex at? I know it's.
I know it's post homecoming weekend. I don't know. I just haven't seen him.
Homecoming. Wait, what was that?
There. What are you doing?
What? Wait, what is?
There it is.
What
Thank
is?
God.
What is?
Hold up. Damn it!
Wait.
Where's he going?
Where's he? Wait. Where's he? What?
Okay. How you doing, man?
You good?
What's up? Need a minute.
You
That was
good?
exhilarating.
You good? You good?
Very special announcement. Old Scots. Let's go, baby!
Warning. There may be explicit language in today's episode. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yes, sir.
Movie! Let me fix the curtain.
That's okay. So Richie, it's okay. It's okay. Everything. It looks pretty good to me. It looked pretty good to me. No. We didn't have the camera shot of you running him, but it's fine. It's fine. There's actually a lot to like. You know what? Round of applause for Richie for dealing with our crap for 2 years. For dealing with our crap for 2 years. So yeah, Richie, it's okay. It's okay.
That was great.
Yeah, no,
that was fun.
I don't blame it on him. I was hoofing there.
Yeah, he was You were booking it.
Yeah, you're moving, bro.
You were booking. And you want to know who's also booking it? The Edinboro Fighting Scots, baby!
Let's go, baby!
Big win.
Also, I need to fix something real quick.
Oh yeah, teleprompter.
Yeah. Where's my thing at?
We're using these today.
We're using these today.
Oh.
Wow, they're really dark.
Yeah.
Victory Monday.
Victory
Good.
Monday,
For just
baby.
about everybody except for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And yeah, guess what?
And the IEP Crimson Hawks.
You know who it is Victory Monday for, though?
I don't even want to say it.
But do you want to know who's also the only team that's 6-0 out of the 3 of our teams? The Pitt Panthers.
Yeah, out of our 3 number 1 teams, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, though Eli Holstein actually did not play good. He owned up to it. But he owned up to it.
He did not play well, but that's okay.
For the
He's
first
played
time-
well in every game so
For the
far.
first time in a long time, the Pitt Panthers are bowl eligible just 6 weeks into the season.
Yeah, since first time since 1991, I think.
Yeah, first time in a long time.
Yeah, something like that.
It's kind of crazy. They're
Yeah,
one of a few teams that have officially made a bowl game
You're
halfway through the season.
sweating like
It's a little
crazy.
toasty.
It is a little warm in here. It is a little warm in here.
But yeah, and also
Ruby.
post homecoming show, give me a break. Anyway, what a win by the
Win.
boys.
Win,
That was a lot of
baby.
fun.
What a win. Thriller at home
Ike.
against the Crimson Hawks.
Ike did his job.
He did. He did what he needed to do. Didn't do anything crazy. Didn't do anything super flashy or anything. He's 21 for 36. 21 for 36. Stumbling over my words. For 134 and a tud.
Real quick, I wanted to do this. IUP, how does it feel to lose to the man from Delaware?
Elo! Elo!
What happened?
There was a tweet that we saw. I believe Shady showed it to us, and it said something. How do you lose to a no talent football team? And I was this close from commenting. You guys lost from the man from Delaware owns you. Stop crying.
Oh yeah, you know what? I remember the tweet verbatim
Oh, what was it?
because I read it a couple times just to let it soak in.
Yeah.
How much salt was coming off of that man who was tweeting. You'll have to bleep it, but it's okay. The tweet was, and I quote, "How will we lose to talentless Edinboro? Season is over."
That's Crazy.
You
That's
get a
just
pass.
crazy.
I'm
That's
go
just-
creative.
Whoa.
Gets a pass on that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like the people that are out there sending those types of tweets, it's like, for one, no one knows who the hell you are.
I think you had a picture of Joe Biden as his profile picture.
No one knows.
Not gonna lie.
No one knows who the hell you are. No one, like, if you're IUP alumni, no one remembers you, man. No one remembers you.
By the way, we have enough.
There's no disrespect out there on Twitter like that. Like, bro, if you know anything about PSAC ball, anybody can play.
Any
And
given Saturday.
You know, Edinboro has shown in the last 4 or 5 years that we can compete with just about anybody in the PSAC, especially IUP. Because I know you guys came into our homecoming, wanting revenge for the ass
their
whooping that we
homecoming.
gave you 3 years ago on your homecoming, but you didn't get it. You didn't get it. All you
And
got,
they lost on their homecoming last week.
all you got was a cold sub, a warm Gatorade, and a sad ass bus ride back to Indiana.
I almost dropped my phone.
Oh, y'all were sad crying on that bus. We were partying, baby. We were partying.
Movie.
But however, there is parts of that. There is parts of that tweet that are very correct. The season's over. In fact, your season is over.
You're 4-2, but your season is somehow
Your season
over.
is over. I don't care. Your season's over. Because Szep just saw that. They saw that Edinboro win. They're like, oh my God, the rivalry that. I might just go down and watch that game just because. Szep, that's one. If there's anything that us and Slippery Rock get along with, it's beating IUP.
Yeah.
Every time we've beaten IUP, each time we've beaten IUP, the Rock Rowdies Twitter account, they go right on Twitter. They're like, "Thank you, Edinboro. We love you guys."
Shout out Slip.
And I bet now after we just beat IUP, I bet Slip's sitting there like, ooh, we did squeak out at the end there for sure.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
they felt it. They felt it in that game.
Oh,
We
yeah.
put the heat on in the second half.
Oh yeah.
It was a little too late. Just a little too
Yeah,
much to
it's-
overcome. But
Which, by the way, we have enough. If we have time, after we're done recording, I do have enough for another Hey Comments video. Screenshot
Ooh.
saved on my phone.
all right. Anyway, let's
tuned.
actually get
Stay
rolling
tuned.
through this
We'll
game
save
data.
we'll save it for next week so I can prepare it.
Let's get rolling through
Try
these
to get
game
some- try
stats
to
actually.
get some more because I have some.
Wait, it'll be a separate video. Anyway.
Yeah, I have some very controversial things to say this show.
Oh
So
jeez.
let's wait till next
Oh,
week, see what we
jeez.
get for next
All right,
week.
let's
and
get through the
we'll
rest
do
of
that-
Burrow.
We'll do that next
Let's
week.
get through the rest of Burrow IUP, and then we'll go from there. Like I said, I was 21 for 36, 134, and a touchdown. That 13-yard touchdown pass came with 8 seconds left in the game to the man himself, Evan Lowe. Tone was set right out the gate. We got the ball first to start the game, went on an 11-play, 5-minute drive, went straight down the field, got a touchdown. Quite frankly,
Goosebumps just
listen,
thinking about it.
there wasn't a ton of offense. We had like 240 yards of offense Saturday. It's not like we had an explosion of offense. But I will tell you one thing. It was kind of the Bo show on Saturday.
Okay.
That should be a new
Future
segment,
Mike,
by the way.
The Bo Show.
The Bo show.
Okay.
I like
okay,
it.
so Joe just said something funny, but he just raised his hand. Okay, actually, future Mike watching this is what I want you to do with the thumbnail. Red background, obviously the black bar and bottom, Tailgate Talks episode, whatever. And then I want cutouts on the left of Evan Lowe and on the right, Bo Swartz and nobody else.
By themselves.
By
By
themselves.
So yeah,
Maybe Otani too.
Bo only ran 2
Otani.
times. Obviously, our big thing that we do with Bo is we get down to the goal line. He just takes a snap, runs it into for a touchdown. We did it against RMU. We did it against Slip. We did it against
man.
Bloom. We've done it here against IUP.
I would really love to know what his touchdown to play ratio is at this point in the
I'll
season.
talk about that in a second.
I'm actually
I'll talk
so
about that
curious.
in a
I'm
second.
actually so curious.
I'll kind of talk about that in a minute here. But yeah, Bo only ran the ball twice yesterday for 19 yards. Both of them were touchdowns. He completed 2 passes.
There's really actually one in here.
He completed 2 passes. One of them was for a touchdown to Jeremiah Neely. I love that kid. So Bo accounted for 3 of our 4 offensive touchdowns yesterday. Toby had a big pick in like the second quarter, I think, somewhere around there.
Like how you have it put down as TC5.
Yeah, I do have him as TC5 on the teleprompter. But Toby had a pick. Fredo had the game-sealing pick on the, I don't even want to call it a Hail Mary because they were on like their own 15. Like it never would have gone to the end zone anyway, but it was basically a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned already, Ike hit Elo for a 13-yard touchdown with 8 seconds left in the game. to seal the homecoming victory for your one and only Fighting Scots.
Bumps them up to third place
In the West.
in the PSAC West, regardless of a 1-4 crossover start in the first PSAC West loss to Slippery Rock.
Now 2-4.
Go to 1-1 in the PSAC West, third place in the PSAC West.
With a lot of chances to do some good things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take it on Clarion next week.
Going into this season, we knew how tough the first half
5
of the
weeks
schedule
were
was.
going to be, yeah.
You knew how hard the first 5 weeks were going to be, with Kutztown, East Stroudsburg, and Slip all being in there. Robert Morris being in there as well. Bloom being a late addition due to Mercier's dropping out and getting the West an extra game. But either way, you knew. Even Bloom first 3 weeks of the season did not look very good. So you knew the first 5 weeks of the season was going to be the hardest. It gives it. Honestly, I think those first 5 games were very good. I think it was very good for the team. Just they have all the film to break it down, fix their mistakes, and having a bye week right before your homecoming game against IUP is.
Big time.
I think that this is it's honestly a dream scenario for Edinboro right now. Just keep the ball rolling.
And honestly,
Clarion next week.
Yeah.
Clarion at Clarion.
Honestly, as much as
Why would you say that?
as much as we would have loved to steal the 28-point comeback against Slip, that would have been great. I do think that game ended up going into the bye, ended up being the kick in the ass that we needed to really kick it to another gear and get going. So
Absolutely.
should be rolling now, like Dom said. This coming Saturday, at the time of recording this, is noon kickoff at Clarion. It's going to be a challenge, actually, surprisingly enough. I make many jokes about Clarion football.
Well, Alex,
no disrespect to Coach Miller, obviously.
Alex, I hope you enjoy the bus ride.
Oh, you're just going to...
It sucks.
Yeah, I'm just going to thoroughly enjoy the straight line down 79 and then straight down 80. It's going to be so fun. But yeah, so at Clarion, it is a challenging offense to stop. They run like the fly sweep jet, spread option type offense.
Fun fact, the guy who their OC,
he invented their offense.
He invented this offense,
Yeah. It's like a freaky spread option offense kind of thing.
It's
weird.
It's honestly kind of sweet.
It is kind of sick. So it'll be challenging to stop.
It reminds me a lot, if you guys know, Marshall, West Virginia back in the day when they would run the veer.
Oh yeah, the veer offense with.
I feel like I see a little resemblance.
What was it,
of
Pat
the
White?
Veer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see a little bit of resemblance of the veer, so it's gonna be very interesting. It's like a whole it's like every time that we played Clarion and even like Bloom. 2 years
Bloom's
ago.
a little, I was going to say, Bloom's a little more loyal to the triple option.
Yeah, Bloom 2 years ago, they didn't run it as much as they did last year.
Yeah.
But 2 years ago, it was just we completely changed our defensive gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, our ends was responsible for hitting the quarterback every single play.
Yep.
That's how it was.
And then you just spill with your...
Yeah, but Clarence, it's a lot of fly.
It is a lot of fly, yeah, it is. They can hit some big plays. They've hit some big plays this year.
They're capable, but so are the Fighting Scots, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, and shout out from the man from Delaware.
We are going to be catching Clarion on a losing streak. They started 2-0, and I believe they're 2-4 now.
Okay.
So it's been a tough stretch for them, but we'll see.
Just can't gotta approach every game like it's the biggest game of your life.
Yeah.
I also think,
especially in PSAC West play.
Yeah.
I also think if you start off the way you did against IUP, just go out there, punch them in the mouth, and you're in good shape.
Set the tone.
Yeah,
Set the tone.
Set the tone.
Oh, last thing. You mentioned something about it. 4 touchdowns scored against IUP this weekend. Bo, and then Elo. You want to know how many? I believe I counted right. I'm pretty sure all 4 of our touchdowns came from a combined 8 snaps between Bo and Elo on Saturday. So there you go.
It seems like every time that Bo gets...
They just make big plays every time.
It's like every time Bo's on the field, there's a touchdown. I feel like I swear it's like... I swear it's a 50-50 ratio between his touchdowns and plays.
Yeah, probably.
I swear to God it is. I really feel like it's that way.
It actually, just doing the math on the fly in my head, you're probably right.
We should definitely take a look at that.
Yeah,
eventually.
I will look into that.
Sometime this week.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Roll Scots.
Roll Scots.
Great start.
Let's go, baby.
Scotties.
Moving on.
Scotties. Okay. Oh, crap.
Yes.
All right.
That's my answer to his next segment. Yes.
Question topic. And a lot of people are going to be surprised with what I'm going to say.
I hope they are. Yes.
So,
That's the answer.
the question is, should Tony Khan take over the Jacksonville Jaguars? No.
I don't think so either, actually.
You want to go first?
Yeah, so this is the thing. Tony owns AEW, obviously.
Yeah.
And then he owns,
Fulham.
right, whatever the hell that is.
Soccer team.
Right, yeah, soccer. That's right. That's why I don't really know much about it. Obviously, he owns a soccer team and AEW. And ownership is ownership. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you have a lot of responsibilities, and being an owner of any sport or media industry gives you experience, but owning an NFL team is a completely different animal. It's so different than anything else that you do. And let's be real here. We all thought that they were going to be good this year, but Tony Khan would be inheriting an unadulterated disaster of an organization at the moment.
Yeah.
They are a mess.
Yeah.
Like, the Jaguars are in a terrible, terrible situation right now. Doug Peterson seemingly has lost the locker room. Trent Baalke, I mean, Jesus Christ, if you can't look at his track record and see why he shouldn't be there, you just shouldn't be following sports. I mean, for the love of God, he's terrible. I don't know how he's still a GM, so, I mean, cool, fair enough, I guess. Good job keeping your job, Trent. Nobody outside of Shad Khan thinks you should have your job, but it's a terrible position. Tony's got a lot of things on his plate with just AEW alone. And he would have a whole lot more things on his plate trying to deal with the dysfunction that is the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise. So,
God, is that right? Is that right?
What?
That score?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I knew they won.
But
Jesus.
would you like to explain your yes?
No.
After
Dom just thinks it would be cool.
If you guys haven't noticed this before, I like to be like an outlaw sometimes on the show. I just disagree with things just because I can. And you see, it's starting to reflect in my my rapid fire record in the last few weeks.
Hey, shout out for not being in last.
Hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder who's in last.
I have no idea, man.
Yeah.
I already told you, I can't tell you the ingredients to the hot dog. You won't like it.
Man, I can't give you the ketchup and the mustard, but
I think
I can give you the bundo.
I think that in the future with rapid fire, I think if you I feel like if you somehow go 0 for 17, I feel like that you should win. I feel like that's just if you go 0 and 17, I feel like that's just as impressive as going undefeated.
yeah.
Honestly, so
Is that almost as impressive as me getting 12 rapid fire predictions right this week and still having to do a freaking coin toss to decide the winner?
Oh, the coin toss hurts, man. I'd be 3-3 right now if it wasn't for the coin toss.
God. Okay.
Tony should take over the Jaguars.
Yeah. So.
Of course, stocks down.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair to say that I know most about Tony out of everybody.
Yeah.
Then again, I want him to be my boss in the future.
Sure.
So Richie, you can go ahead. So, no, you should not take ownership of the Jaguars. Do I think he will once Shad is gone? Yes. I'm going to look at it from the positive and negative side. Positive, Tony is very smart. He is a smart guy. However, he is very much a people person. And take this with a grain of salt, but there's one piece of evidence that I disagree with, but it's still something of him being a people person. Yeah. CM Punk said he was a nice guy. He's a nice guy, but not a boss. First of all, nobody likes CM Punk anyway. Second of all, I kind of see evidence that he could be. And to be honest, I've noticed that there's maybe points Tony's even burned out with AEW. So if you think he could take over the Jags right now while also having Fulham, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
So
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
great.
I'm crazy.
if Tony was to take over, which by the way, he takes care of like undrafted free agents. That's all him. If he were to take over, obviously as a wrestling fan, I want him to stay with keep AEW, because again, that's where I want to work in the future. But I do think you gotta self-follow him. You gotta take something off your plate. If you're actually serious about taking over the Jaguars, you have to self-follow him. I think you need help, not full help booking with AEW, but you need to get some help booking AEW if you're gonna take over the Jags, because the Jags is his number one priority anyway. But like, if you're gonna take ownership of the Jags, then it's got to be really big priority. Of course, when it's Tuesday night, Wednesday night, that's AEW. Saturday night too. And also, he doesn't get any sleep.
Yeah, bro never sleeps.
Bro never sleeps. So I'm gonna
never
go with
sleeps at all.
I'm gonna go with no for the sake of his mental health. To not take over the Jags. Do I think he could do it? Sure. Realistically, if he would do it, it would probably take 5 years to get anywhere. Just saying. So, and also Fulham is a dumpster fire too. So that's another thing.
Are they really?
Yeah. So he would have to he really would have to sell Fulham if he takes over complete control of the Jaguars. But I don't know. I'm gonna stick with no. But for his sake of his mental health, no. But he's a smart guy though. Tony is a smart guy. So I believe he would definitely give it his all. But I don't know. So, okay. This is where Alex shuts up for 20 minutes.
Oh, baseball.
Baseball.
But this is actually interesting. Unfortunately, the Tigers did lose.
Very unfortunate.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
By the way, we were with.
Detroit.
We were with. I'm gonna say this so in the best way I can. We were with my Seawolves boss on Saturday, and Jason. Shout out Jason. He was this close from calling Kerry Carpenter. Anyway, that's all.
Jason.
Anyway, that's all I'll say. MLB playoffs, NLCS. Dodgers and the Mets.
We go out on a limb here. Whoever wins this series will win the World Series.
I agree, because I don't think the Yankees are gonna do it.
I don't think the Yankees.
The Yankees even gonna make it.
I don't think the Yankees are gonna. I think they're gonna get picked off by the Guardians.
They could.
I think they are.
I mean, you're not.
Say what you want about the Guardians, but dude, they got a squad. They have a squad, and they have the fans to rally behind them.
They got them boys.
You don't know. You want to know how crazy Cleveland is about that team, man.
Yeah.
You don't even.
It's about all they've. It's probably one of the best things they got going for them this time of year.
I know.
Yeah, I swear.
Basketball season hasn't started yet.
Exactly. Yeah.
But game one of the NLCS between the Dodgers and the Mets. Not a pretty outing for the Dodgers, or not a pretty outing for the Mets. I'm sorry. Dodgers take the win 9-0. Ohtani goes 2 for 4 at the plate. Mookie Betts goes 1 for 4 at the plate, and Freddie Freeman goes 2 for 3 at the plate. Yeah, not very many stats for the Mets there.
Yeah, game
two tonight, or
at 8.
2 nights ago. For you guys watching this, we posted on Wednesday. It's currently Monday. Game 2, Monday the 14th, 8 o'clock.
Tonight, yep. Yeah, so I really want a Mets and Yankees World Series.
That'd be so sick.
You know what? I have an idea.
Subway Series,
Actually,
dude? Are you
dude,
joking?
dude.
That'd be
I know.
awesome.
You know what? I have an idea.
Buy a Mets jersey
listen,
for that.
Listen. I have an idea. Obviously, after the season, we'll do the debate, hopefully with you and Bailey, about George Pickens. But I think the first debate we should do before Game 1 of the World Series is have Andrew and Tanner on, because they're both Yankees and Mets fans.
I'm with that. If it gets to the point where it's Mets Yankees World Series, I'm with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Tanner.
with that.
I'm gonna tell if I see Tanner or Andrew tonight, I'm gonna tell him.
I'm with that.
And then you'll be the moderator, and I'll be the host.
Can I say something?
What, am I just not going to be here?
You'll be water boy, because it's about baseball.
Can I say something super not super crazy, but can I say something real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know how dominant the Dodgers would be? You know how much more dominant they would be if Ohtani could pitch this year?
Swear.
It's not even crazy. That's a
like
just
I still
straight
think
up true statement.
that this series is up for grabs. I think the Mets can still turn it around this series, but if Ohtani could pitch, it's the Dodgers would be going. They wouldn't lose it. I don't think they'd lose a playoff game. Realistically, especially especially this series with how much traveling is going to be in between LA and New York.
Yeah.
Ohtani's going to be he would essentially be on his regular rotation.
Yeah.
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 Because what would he pitch? What would his rotation be this season? Every fifth day or something? Every fifth day? Every fourth day maybe, depending on how you use him.
You have to go 5 because he's hitting every day.
Yeah, so every fifth day.
Yeah.
He would almost be on his regular rotation.
It would be pretty close.
It would be very close, just because.
Actually, just doing the math.
Before I forget, I'll text Tanner right now.
Because Game 3, I don't think Game 3's until. Why do I want to say Thursday?
I don't think I have it on here. Do I?
I feel like Game 3
I don't think I have the game. No, I just put down his game.
I feel like Game 3 and 4 would be Thursday, Saturday. I could be completely wrong about that. But if Shohei was healthy pitching, oh my goodness, it'd be nasty. Because especially since he's shown that he can. If he's doing one thing, he can do both. Like he's not getting like too gassed on the mound to not be able to hit that well.
Right.
So it'd be interesting.
Right.
Game 1 for the ALCS is tonight, right?
Yeah. Moving on. Game.
Yeah, Game 1.
Game 1 tonight, 7:38 tonight, and then tomorrow,
Oh.
Game 2. So yeah, games
Okay.
have not happened yet. But yeah, I won a Yankees Mets World Series, but I would the Guardians. Come on.
I'm honestly kind of rooting for the Guardians right now.
Yeah.
Because that's like, I feel, because that's like, okay, Steelers, Browns, I get it.
Okay.
I'll never root for the Browns in anything.
Yeah.
But the Guardians have never been a menace,
Right.
nor an enemy to the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah.
And Jose Ramirez is one of my favorite players in baseball as well.
And on MLB The Show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
This one's going to be, and also, it's the goddamn Yankees. Just send them home so I can talk on Facebook.
And I need to. Here's the thing, and I need to keep my saying of the Yankees are the Cowboys of the MLB.
But if they make it to the World Series, we can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Anyway, Alex, take a sip of your water. Take a sip of your water. H2O.
H2O.
I'm good. I'm ready.
Gatorade.
Actually, you know what? I want to get this out of the way first. Penn State. I'm going to get this out of the way first.
Go Blue.
I just want to say, good win. I'm not taking anything away from you. You guys earned that one. Drew Aller too. But until you beat Ohio State, we are not having the conversation about a top 4 team in the college football playoffs.
No.
Or the national championship, like every single Penn State fan talks about.
This was Penn State's. This is honestly Penn State's year to get in the playoff too.
They're gonna make it anyway, cause yeah, it took them 12. It took them to get to the 12-team, make a 12-team playoff to actually make it.
This is honestly the year for if it's any year, it's this year for Penn State, especially since they don't have to go to Ann Arbor to play Michigan this year.
Yeah, they don't have to play Michigan.
Which sucks. So honestly, the new Big Ten sucks. I hate it.
Listen.
West Coast teams go. Dude, the West Coast teams haven't shown anything. They haven't shown any hope of competing in the Big Ten.
Listen, except for Oregon.
Except for Oregon, but that's different.
I knew Oregon was going to be a top.
I knew Oregon was, but like USC, UCLA, those were the first 2 big names that said they were coming into play in the Big Ten. I don't know, man.
But yeah.
This year will be the year for them to take the training wheels off.
It's like all the big, all the big. But I mean, like obviously they'll never not schedule the game That'll happen every year.
Yeah.
But it
we need
just
to make sure that
sucks.
protected riverries are better protected, though.
Yeah, I know. Like it just
like
sucks
Penn
that
State, Michigan should be a protected rivalry.
Absolutely. Like especially with Ohio State, Michigan, and Penn State all being
West.
all being the top 3 teams in the Big Ten for years.
Yeah.
Outside of some seasons where you
With,
have
like,
Wisconsin and Minnesota.
Or like that one crazy Northwestern year in 2021.
But yeah, I think Michigan and Penn State should totally be a protected game.
Yeah.
It should be.
Absolutely a protected game.
But
Any Big Ten team that Penn State is scheduling as their whiteout game should be a protected game.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stand by. Once you beat Ohio State, then we can get a little bit more serious about you guys.
I don't think it's ever going to happen, to be honest.
I will take them serious once they beat Ohio State.
I mean, I've been saying that Ryan Day's got to get out of there, but Ryan Day is really not that bad of a coach. He just can't beat Michigan.
About to talk about that in a second.
He just really can't.
He's so pain.
That's a tough game, though.
What was
a really
Will-
tough game.
What was Will Howard doing?
Let me talk.
You
about
did say this. You did say this before the season started, because you were telling me, because we were talking about Ohio State, Michigan, and I was trying my best to defend Michigan as best I could, even though I knew they weren't. I knew they weren't going to be 6-0 at this point in the season.
Yeah.
You did say to me that you were more worried about the Buckeyes having to play Oregon than Michigan. So I will give you that. That's a really tough game.
In Eugene, yeah.
That is a really tough game. That Oregon team is very good. I can do this one if you want.
No, I got it. So Ohio State lost in Eugene Saturday night, 32-31 on College game day, the primetime game. It was a movie. It was a great game. 32-31, ridiculous. This game will forever be marred by the fact that Will Howard ran the ball on the last play of the game and got down literally a second too late for them to call a timeout and kick a field goal. Quite frankly, if you watch it back, the offensive pass interference that was called on Jeremiah Smith 2 plays before was complete and utter bullshit. I don't care what you say.
Mark it.
That was ridiculous. It was from within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Smith engaged to create separation. He did not fully push off on the DB, and the DB was engaged on him. It's not an offensive pass interference. It's within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Doesn't matter. Offensive pass interference also shouldn't be a 15-yard godforsaken penalty, but we don't need to talk about that.
At least it's not a, because in the NFL it's a spot foul.
It is. Yeah. So Will Howard had another good game. He was 28 for 35, 326, 2 touchdowns, and another rushing touchdown because he's like Jalen Hurts apparently. He's good for a rushing touchdown every single godforsaken game somehow.
So is Justin Fields.
Yeah, I mean.
So is Justin Fields.
Travion Henderson had a good game, 10 for 87, no touchdowns. Quinshon Judkins had literally no yards whatsoever, but he had a touchdown, so that's cool.
11 for 20.
Dude, we were at Borough Bar watching the end of the game, and me, EJ, CJ, when that play happened, when Will Howard slid, we all looked at Alex and we were like, "What just happened?"
I see some very similar resemblance between him and Dak Prescott.
2 years ago against the Niners in the playoffs, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Smith continues
or
to
Jalen
be...
Milroe trying to run for a touchdown against the great Michigan defense in the college football playoff last year.
Jeremiah Smith continues to be an outstanding freshman. Him and Ryan Williams are just showing that they're going to be the face of college football for the next 2 years. He had 9 for 100 and a touchdown through the air. Abuka had 10 for 93 and a touchdown. He's probably going to be a first-round pick this year.
I think so. I think so.
Next game is home against Nebraska on October 26th, meaning that they have a bye this week, meaning that Ohio State gets a nice little tune-up game before they go into Happy Valley in a couple of weeks and give Penn State the biggest cheek pounding they've ever felt in their life. So.
Please.
That is the best. That is the best. That's the best thing ever.
Bama almost lost to South
Oh,
Carolina.
I'll sum up the end of that game for people that didn't see it after we talk about Penn State real quick.
We already did. But yeah, long story short, beat Ohio State, then we can talk about how serious.
Also, low-key, I feel like this should be a protected rivalry game.
What?
Penn State-USC.
Yeah.
Especially now that USC is in the Big Ten. I feel like every year from like the 60s through the 80s, like I feel like Penn State and USC were in the Cotton Bowl like every single year against each other.
I'm actually with that. Yeah.
I think that would be a sick protected rivalry game. I'm not going to lie.
I'm with that, to be honest, yeah.
It would be sick. Okay, so yeah, real quick. Alabama beat South Carolina 27-25 yesterday. or Saturday, not yesterday.
Desmond Reed.
And probably the funniest turn of events that ever happened. Alabama was up 27-19. South Carolina, who also has an outstanding freshman receiver, who's the one that caught that touchdown at the end of the game. I forget his name. Caught a touchdown, made it 27-25. 2-point was no good, so South Carolina stayed down 27-25. Then they recovered the onside kick, got the ball back, and proceeded to throw a pick.
That
lost the game.
Just for that reasoning right there, that's why I hate the new NFL kickoff rule.
Yeah.
You have to announce onside kicks I mean, especially with Edinboro in the time that I was playing, we executed a lot of
Surprise onsides.
Yeah, sneaky onsides.
Yeah.
Like against IUP 3 years ago. Called it the circus play because it was just you just see bodies just jumping on the ball's still rolling. It was crazy. But dude,
God bless us
It's
having
just
Reed, who's
I
capable
feel-
of so many things, by the way.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
I feel dude, this new kickoff.
Special guest on the Jake Knoll show tonight.
Oh yeah. This new kickoff in the NFL,
I hope
That
it's
just
gotten
takes
rid
a-
of.
I feel like this should have been sorry. I feel like this should have been a something for the UFL to kind of trial.
Yeah.
Just because the Major League Baseball does the same thing.
Well, I think they did.
They do the same thing in the Cape Cod League.
I think UFL did
I think it's
run that first.
Did they really?
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
I think it's a bad rule.
Look at the new kickoff rule, and then look at how that could have changed a few games in the past. Like the Saints coming out
In the
start
Super Bowl.
in the Super Bowl, start of the second half, and
Kicking the
executing the
onside
onside kick.
Yep.
That whole era of football is completely gone now. Because you have to announce that you're doing an onside, and the whole point, surprise onsides, especially with surprise onsides, like a Redskin call that we have, where it's a dribble and the kicker recovers it. You just can't do that. It sucks that you can't do that, but I feel like that's just gonna change the game so much.
This bubble watch is giving me PTSD.
I gotta look at Barstool Big Cat's rankings this week, and he always comes up with a really kick-ass tier list.
Oh, yeah. His tier lists are the best. All right, Mike, go ahead and talk about the Pitt Panthers.
Squeezed
I
out
don't
a
wanna say
tight game.
Dude.
Eli Holstein should really just win the Heisman right now after this performance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, I was texting Tanner. Yeah. So
Put
Pitt-
him in the conversation, Mike.
Pitt won 17-15 against Cal.
Hey, that's a result that'll get you in the tournament right there.
And it also was. And it was also a result for Pitt going 6-0. So there we go. Eli Holstein. Yeah. Get these guys off camp. Right here. Holstein was not good. 14 for 28, 133 yards and 2 picks. Desmond Reed though, 16 for 120, 2 touchdowns. Okay, I don't care. Go to that camera. Go to that camera.
Oh, Jesus.
Breathe.
That was awesome.
Should not have been that funny.
Dude, that's the best thing since the Andrew Tate joke. Shout out Joe. Oh yeah, baby! Put him in the tournament.
Put him in the
So bad.
Okay, let me ask you
We are
this.
so bad.
Okay, because I'm not gonna lie, because I was out at the Borough football game, so I didn't really watch the game. So let me ask you this. I know we talked about what it would take for Pitt to actually make the tournament. If they beat Clemson, but they still lose like either 1 or 2. Actually, no. 1.
If they lose 2, they're not going to make
Okay,
it.
they lose 1, but they beat Clemson. Do you think they could get in?
So what we'll say if they beat Clemson and then lose to like SMU?
Yeah.
That'd be such a Pitt thing to happen.
It would be.
Yeah. Do you think?
Because I honestly think their odds would be better if they beat SMU and lost to Clemson.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because
'Cause that's
Clemson's a
a-
way higher ranked team.
I feel like that's I feel like A loss and a win looks better. A loss to Clemson and a win against SMU looks a lot better than vice versa.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I feel like if you beat Clemson then lose to SMU,
It kind of discounts the Clemson win.
Yeah, I feel like that makes Clemson just look
Worse. Yeah.
Yeah. True. That's
Yeah,
true.
so I feel like if you flip it, then yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, just
Could we see a handful
beat
of
'em all.
ACC teams in the playoffs this year?
I think so.
Like Miami,
God, I hate them.
Now here, let me
Miami, Pitt.
ask you this.
Clemson.
Who has a better chance of making the playoffs, SMU or Pitt?
Pitt. I think.
For me, it depends who wins between SMU and Pitt.
I mean, yeah, whoever
Obviously.
wins is going to obviously get the favor.
Yeah, so that's probably my take on that. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, obviously, I would rather give better insight on it if I watch the game, but so I can't really. I'm gonna be really transparent with you. But yeah, so
God, I hate that.
bounce back win for the Steelers.
Big bounce back win
Yeah.
for the Steelers.
So Justin Fields was 14 for 24, 145 yards rushing wise, 11 for 59, 2 touchdowns, the most Justin Fields game ever.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's exactly kind of
Exactly. Yeah. So did I say the score, or did I just jump on and just say Steelers? 32-13, just in case I forgot a second ago. But Najee Harris,
running like a man possessed yesterday.
he wants that bread.
Najee does want his bread.
So
He wants that bread.
sorry to go back to Pitt, but in what this is saying right now, it's pretty much saying. Let me go back to the ACC. The teams that are, it says, it's broken down to like definitely probably in the mix. Keep an eye on. So of the ACC teams that are that this says this is an article from the Athletic.
Shout out the
Oh,
Athletic.
okay.
Shout out the Athletic.
So
Reliable
team
source.
definitely in teams. Miami and Clemson.
Definitely in.
There's no probably in teams. Then in the mix you have Pitt, SMU. Then keep an eye on you have
Louisville.
Syracuse and Duke.
Oh, yeah.
Put that in perspective. The teams that are in the mix in the Big Ten, it's Indiana and Michigan.
Okay.
I will
And then
say
what the
though.
team is definitely in is Oregon, Penn State, and Ohio State.
I will say though, for as long as they have Eli Holstein right now, I think in the next few years
Your
Pitt
rankings
will
come out.
Pitt will make it. I don't. think
They're a
it's-
competitive football team.
I don't. But here's my thing. I don't think it's gonna be this year. I think if you can strengthen your defense the next 2 years, then I think you can make it.
Yeah.
So that's that. But yeah, Steelers. Najee, 14 for 106 yards and a touchdown. Yeah.
He was an animal yesterday.
Yeah. So
Truly.
hopefully and
They actually feel like the Steelers' offense finally looked good.
yeah.
Finally looked good. Like we were scoring points.
Yeah.
Also, Army and Navy are both ranked. Had to throw that in there.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Perfect segue. The Steelers play the Jets this week, and that leaves us to Mr. Saleh getting fired.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
It had to, dude. You had to have seen it coming eventually.
Yeah, and guess
Yeah.
what? We'll be talking about the Cowboys in a second. Don't you worry.
I feel like it was kind of a scapegoat, though, because honestly, Robert Saleh, his side of the ball is good.
Yeah.
The defense is good. You know who sucks? Nathaniel Hackett. You know who still has a job? Nathaniel Hackett.
Yep.
I think
You know who wants him to still have a job? Aaron Rodgers. You know who Rodgers didn't like very much? Robert Saleh.
That shove when he was trying to
Happens.
give him a hug meant something.
I mean, last year you had to kind of give them. They cut him some slack last year,
Because of the injury.
losing Aaron Rodgers
Yeah.
like about 30 seconds into the season,
And then dealing with Zach Wilson the
and then
entire
dealing
year.
with Zach Wilson for an entire year. But yeah, they just really haven't been getting it done.
No.
They just haven't been getting it done.
Hire David Blau.
Mike Ditka.
Bring him back to coaching football.
All right.
I'm loving this one.
We got to move
I
on because
love this one.
we may or may not have a spotlight later, but
Yeah. So, because we do sports media stuff, we have to talk about them. We don't talk about them as much as we probably should
by
because
the
a
way-
lot of people watch for it.
prayers for Hutch.
Prayers for Aiden Hutchinson. He's estimated to be out 6 to 8 months. They put a metal rod in his leg, so
That was one of the worst breaks I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was.
It was literally.
atrocious.
It was like literally.
That was like the. Do
Wait,
you remember when
which one's
Anderson
the
Silva snapped his leg?
Okay, never mind. I'm not good.
Do you remember when Anderson Silva snapped his leg, dude?
Yeah, and I think this one was
It was
worse.
like that. Yeah.
I think this one was worse.
It might have been.
I think his was more. His foot more broke off like towards the ankle area.
Yeah.
So it was just like it was almost like his foot just like dislocated from his
Yeah, it
body.
was
But
kinda-
this
It was
one,
like Hutch's entire
this one
leg.
snapped like right in the center.
Yeah.
It was like that didn't look good.
Like
I
it
didn't
was like
that.
it was like this, wasn't it?
Yeah, dude, it was
like-
gross.
It was really gross.
But this game is the definition of
The Dallas Cowboys.
inspiring football, playing for one of your fallen brothers, again,
So.
And the Dallas Cowboys.
and the Dallas Cowboys.
So yeah, the Dallas Cowboys lost against the Detroit Lions 47-9 yesterday. Dak Prescott finished the game with 178 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The team was outgained 492 to 251, and the Cowboys, as on brand for this season, had an abysmal 53 rushing yards as a team. You can just keep this on the wide, Richie, because they're going to laugh the more they see. 53 team rushing yards. This is the 5th worst loss by point margin in Cowboys history by 38 points. 40, 41, 43, and 44 are the 4 above it. And not to mention, it was handed to the Cowboys in Jerry World on Jerry's 82nd birthday. So,
How about that?
question topic.
I'm surprised that loss didn't kill him.
Question topic. Is it time to throw in the towel for the Dallas Cowboys?
It's Ben time, man. It's Ben time.
Not a towel, but
Wave the white flag.
Yep.
Wave the white flag.
It's over. It's over.
I know CD's I just know CD Lamb is like he's kicking himself in the rear. Just thinking
What,
about,
he, like-
just thinking about that deal he just signed. I wish we had cameras. I wish we had cameras over there.
I wish we had him that way too.
I punted the
CD
the
didn't
paper
even.
in the
CD
studio.
had a good game.
See, he had a good game. He had like 7 or 8
He
catches
had
for like
8
89
targets,
yards.
7 catches, 89 yards.
Dang, yeah. I
He
mean,
still played a good game, but at some point, you know.
so yeah,
I
I
love
think
it.
it's
I love it, man.
I think it's time. I really think it's time. They just don't have it.
Message from Joe.
But yeah, dude, I think it's time.
It
I
is.
mean, this team is average.
Yep.
You know, they're ordinary. They're not
Yeah,
they're not special. They can't run the football. They can't stop the run.
I wish I could. I mean, I would chime in a little bit more, but I can't. After how bad the Steelers' third down defense was against
Yeah.
the Cowboys.
Yeah.
'Cause, dude, Rico Dowdle looked like. He didn't look like Rico. He didn't look like a guy named Rico Dowdle. He looked like a stud running the ball against the Steelers.
I'm starting to get 2016 Zeke flashbacks in that
Swear,
game.
dude. Yeah, I don't know. Well, actually, you know what? I'll give him another. I'll come back to this in 2 weeks. I'll come back to this in 2 weeks.
I can't even. I can't do it, man.
I'm gonna wait for them to do something semi good so I can go against it and make a controversial pick just for clicks.
Thinking about the channel here.
I just can't believe that the Cowboys had their 5th worst loss in franchise history on Jerry's birthday in Jerry
Like I
World.
said, I'm surprised it didn't kill him
Same.
because that was awful. That was horrendous.
The most Dallas.
That was more entertaining to watch than the Broncos giving up 70 last year. If you guys recall that.
Yeah.
I do
What was
remember
it,
that.
70 to
70
14?
to 20.
70 to 20. What a
Yep.
game.
Yeah.
RIP to my unders betters, man.
Upset alert.
All right.
Speaking of that, I'm working on a little something. I'm not gonna tell you what it is exactly. I'm working on something. I'm gonna wait until we get into full motion with basketball, NHL, and the NFL. Wait for all those guys to keep going. I'm really just waiting for the NBA to start.
Yeah.
I'm really just waiting for the NBA to start, so I have something to do every single day of the week. I'm working on a collaboration with some other guys,
Ooh.
but I have something in the works for you. It's coming.
Sweet.
You have to
Love
tell me.
it.
You have to tell me after because I can't remember what it is.
I got you.
All right, upset alert. None of our picks hit again. So
I'm still in first place.
Because you're
still in
used
first
to
place.
this.
He's still in
Except
second
this week.
place.
Except for
I'm
this week.
still in last. Yeah, whatever. We don't need to talk about it.
And in rapid fire.
Anyway, upset alert.
Really pissed about this because Mike took my pick.
He took mine too. It was mine before.
Oh, Mike.
Anyway, week 7 of upset alert. You guys already know the deal.
Why's my thumb
You
back
take an
here?
upset alert. If you get the pick right, you get 3 points plus however many points the team's a dog by. If you don't get nothing. I was thinking about maybe revising the rules a little bit. Maybe at the trade deadline we'll consider a little rule modification. But week 7, you guys know how the rules work. You guys know how the game goes. Mike.
Plus 2.5. The Texans over the Packers.
In Green Bay.
Yep.
I was feeling very frisky about this one. There's a lot of really good games. There's a lot of really good underdogs to pick from this week. But I'm bringing it back home to the hood of the NFL. AFC North matchup. Give me the Browns plus 4.5 versus the Bengals.
Feeling pretty frisky today too, Dom. Arguably,
I love this one.
Arguably on the point spread, I'm
Damn it!
feeling
Why
the
did I
most
think of
frisky.
that?
That's a great question.
Arguably on the point spread, I'm feeling the most frisky. But honestly, I think the fact that the Browns are at home is the only reason that game isn't like a 7-point spread out the gate. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers plus 5 at home against the Baltimore Ravens.
I think this is the most realistic. I think honestly, I like this one a lot.
I like this one
Those
a
points?
ton.
Like, yeah, I really like the Texans plus 2.5 at Green Bay, but the points on this one
Bucks
is
getting
great.
5 at home.
Getting
Yeah.
5 at home against the Ravens with the way Baker's been playing. Baker, dude, like I was just saying before the show started, I've been loving Baker Mayfield. He's just under 1,500 yards passing, 5 interceptions, 15 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's
Baker.
killing it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about rule revising. Like I said, we'll come back to it at the trade deadline. I was thinking about what you said and doing it. If you make a pick and they don't win outright, but they do cover, then you get like a point.
I feel like you should get if they win, you get the point. Like, I think we could change it to where the win is worth more,
Yeah.
but the spread's still worth something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you
No, I did not go mess with
like
that paper
if you,
again.
Like if the Bucks cover, then you get the spread points.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just the spread
Beast.
points.
Beast.
I feel like, or you know what we could do, make the win worth double what the spread is. So that way, wins still mean the same for almost everybody,
Yeah.
but the spread's still incorporated. Then we can
Yeah, we'll
figure out
hammer the
we'll
details.
figure out something there.
Which we should probably get going because I don't know how long we've been going.
A long time.
Which
Started.
two things: one, Joe could finally relax because it's the last thing, and two, we didn't get your favorite moment from the show.
I'll get that.
Well, no, you can just go if you have one. Yeah, I was gonna say if you have one
My favorite moment from the show.
from the last 2 years.
Last.
Is
Honestly,
when
I
we
think-
blindsided you and Jill just left you.
That was a pretty good one. But I think my favorite moment of the show was the first time that I came on the show. I thought it was just like just a normal interview, but then it turned into this.
Yeah.
So my favorite moment of the show,
God, I think I know what it is.
talking about the Jay Gensel trade.
No, I didn't think of that. I thought it was gonna be Pitt not making the tournament.
And Pitt not making the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Bryce picked the March Madness special.
I think the March Madness special might do it for me. Man.
That was probably the best.
That was a lot of fun.
It's
the
the
March
best
Madness
video.
special was a lot of fun.
It's probably the best. It's probably the best like video on the new channel. But my favorite video is probably our first live. We still haven't gone live. We got to do a live before the end of the year. So then at least you've done a live. We'll figure it out.
Baby.
We'll figure it
out. We'll figure it
But,
out.
but
We'll
yeah.
figure it out.
But yeah, so winners this week. Alex just barely won.
Finally.
Myself, EJ, and Emma. The standings is Emma 5-1, Haley 4-2, I am 3-3, EJ is 3-3, Bryce is 2-4, Dom is 2-4, AJ is 2-4, and in last place, Alex at 2-4.
We're all 2-4.
Still in last place.
I have more upset picks.
Week 7. Here's everybody's picks right here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Comeback starts now.
All right.
You assholes aren't ready for it.
Denver at the Saints.
Oh, Spencer Rattler versus Bo Nix.
Oh, God. Give me the Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Broncos, too. They just allowed 51 points.
I hate Spencer.
By the way, the matchups this week: Alex versus AJ, myself versus Bryce, EJ versus Dom, Haley versus Emma. So there we go. Movie.
Clash of the top 2 players.
Yeah.
I can't wait for my second matchup against Mike so I can get my second free win of the season.
Shut up. Patriots and Jaguars.
Give me the Jaguars in London.
I'm going to take
Wembley
the Pats.
Stadium. You're taking the Pats.
I'm going to take the Pats.
I'm going to take the Jags.
Trevor Lawrence looking to be 3-1 in London.
Seattle
Really,
at
was a joke, dude.
Seattle at Atlanta. I'm going with Seattle.
I'm going to go Atlanta. Give me Atlanta.
Yeah, give me
Shiesty Kirk, baby.
give me Atlanta. I don't know how I feel.
Okay,
about that
Buffalo over Tennessee.
one. Yeah, give me it. Calvin Ridley's going to go on another tirade after next week.
Buffalo over Tennessee. Oh. Buffalo over Tennessee.
Give me Josh Allen. Josh Allen in the Bills, baby.
You had Cleveland for your upset, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going Cincinnati. Cincinnati and
Me too.
Cleveland. Obviously, I went the Texans over the Packers for my upset. So, Houston at Green Bay.
Give me Houston, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to take Houston as well.
The Dolphins at the Colts. I'm going with the Colts.
Me too.
Dolphins.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said.
I can't wait for AJ to pick Green Bay this week against Houston, and Green Bay wins, and that's the one reason that I lose in rapid fire this week. Calling it now.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I will be. I've been aspiring to be the Pat McAfee of this show, but now, for clicks, I'm gonna tunnel my inner, summon my inner Skip Bayless.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez. Detroit at Sammy Darnold's Vikings.
The Lions, man.
Give me the red hot Lions, dude.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Dan Campbell.
You know what? This is going to be like my spicy pick. Like, I'm not confident in this pick at all. I'm feeling ballsy. I'm going to go with the Vikings. I'm feeling ballsy. Ballsy.
I think it's kind of a flip. I think I can go.
It's a coin flip.
I can go one way or the other.
Coin flip.
If
flip.
only they had J.J. McCarthy. Anyway.
Eagles at the Giants.
I would love to take the Giants in this game, but I'm not. Give me the Eagles.
Yeah.
Danny Dimes.
Oh, yeah.
Danny Dimes. No more Tommy Cutlets.
So the Rams, the Rams over the Raiders.
Yeah.
Give me the Raiders.
Nah, give me the Rams.
Bounce back game. Come on now.
The Panthers over the Commanders. Against the Commanders, sorry. I'm picking the Commanders.
Yeah, give me the Commies.
Give me the Red Rocket.
Really?
Yes.
Jesus, Dom, are you like actively tanking at this point?
We are gonna make a living off of me saying controversial things, and that's just what's gonna happen.
Give me the Chiefs over the 49ers.
Same here.
Give me the Niners.
I love it.
Whatever you guys say, I'm just gonna go opposite. 'Cause if I win, it's gonna be the best thing ever.
Okay.
You probably will.
Hopefully the Steelers beat the head coachless New York Jets.
Yeah, give me the Steelers.
Yeah, give me the Steelers over Jeff Ulbrich and the Jets.
Baltimore. Oh wait, you had Tampa, right?
Tampa.
Yeah.
You going Tampa too?
I'm gonna go Tampa as well.
Bake show.
I'm gonna
it's
go.
too hot in the oven.
I'm gonna go with
Because he's
Baltimore.
baking.
I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
That's what Pitt didn't make the tournament.
I'm gonna go with the, and then I'm gonna go with the Chargers over the Cardinals.
I'm gonna go.
Same.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
No, give me the Chargers. Give me Herbo. Give me
James
Herbo
Conner's
against the
about to
bad
run
defense.
He's gonna go like 23 carries for 96 yards
I
and
didn't
3
mean to do
touchdowns.
that. Yeah, there we go. let's see if we go to Athlete Spotlight right now, because I don't know. Roll Scots. Roll Scots.
Roll Scots.
Roll Scots. Roll Scotties. This is episode 40. Yeah, episode 41. God, we're 9 away from 50 already.
Again.
Yep. Could have been at 100, but we had to restart.
That's 69.
Yeah, let's just stop at 69 again.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's retire. Good night, America.
Oh.
Athlete Spotlight number whatever. Still can't remember. Asked him before we started, and neither of us know. Kate Szep on the show today. Edinboro women's cross country and track?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
All right, you know what? Let's see if I can do this. Okay.
Oh, you're going to try and count them off?
We're going to figure this out.
You're going to try and count them off?
Figure this out right now.
God.
Okay. Matt, Kaylee, Jill, Dom, Bailey, Caroline, Richie, Jen,
Spiegs,
Hold
Hulse.
on, I'm going in order.
Oh. Spiegs.
Reed, Annie, Jillian, Easton,
Yeah.
Berna, Hulse, Ike, CJ, Thomas, Carly, and now Kate. So that's
No, Adrian too.
in Adrian. So that's 21, right?
21.
I think 21. Yeah, we're going to go with it. 21.
21.
21 right here.
Athlete Spotlight 21.
That means Adrian was just 21. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That was a good one.
Yeah, but okay, we're gonna read your bio and then
See how
right into it.
accurate it
Yeah.
is.
It's just let's see how accurate this
Okay.
is, because as everybody knows, we have great bios here at Edinboro.
We have a history with these.
God, my thumb was just bent weird. Jeez. Okay. All right. So high school, 4 years of varsity cross country as well as indoor. As I thought the remote wasn't gonna work for a second. 4 years of varsity cross country as well as indoor and outdoor track and field. 19 minutes and 28 for PR for a 5K, earned all district, all conference, and all region honors. 2020, 2021, cross country finished 42nd and at Royal XC Challenge, her only meet of the spring. Great job with the bios again. Just
Yeah,
wanna
super
clarify that.
detailed.
Super detailed. 2021, 2022 cross country posted a 15th place. Finished at the PSAC Championship in a time of 23.2. Ran a season best of 22:1.9 at the NCAA Atlantic Regional to finish 12th. PSAC Scholar Athlete, Edinboro Scholar Athlete, indoor finished in 6th in the 5K in a time of 18:04.80. Outdoor qualified for the PSAC Championship in the 5K, finishing in 14th with a time of 19:02.28. One more.
Some of these are a little bit off. Am I supposed to tell you what?
You can correct if you want to. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah, you can correct me if
Okay.
you want. Was there anything?
Well, that was not my only meet of the spring.
In 2021.
And then I think I got fourth, or I think I got third in that race. At PSAC. I don't remember. But that's okay.
Neither is the people writing the bios.
Apparently so.
But so what this says on the bio, 2022-2023 cross country, all region, finishing 12th at the NCAA Atlantic Regional, finished 15th at the PSAC cross country championships. I'm not reading all that. All Atlantic Athlete indoor, finished 6th at the PSAC championship. Outdoor all PSAC in the 5K and 10K, finished 2nd in the 10K and 3rd in the 5K. Is there anything wrong there?
That end part is definitely right. I think that whole part actually is good. Yeah.
Great job with the bios. You know what? Round of applause for the bios.
Yeah, right.
There we go.
Little golf clap.
But yeah. So Alex, do you want to go ahead and start?
Yeah, so two-part question, kind of to start off. Reflecting on your PR of 1928 for the 5K, what do you think contributed most to that achievement? And also, how did it feel to earn all-district, all-conference, and all-region honors in high school?
So I feel like the biggest thing that helped contribute to my PR was just my culture at my high school. Like, sports are such a big deal, and my coach just really instilled into us hard work,
Yeah.
and it wasn't really an option to kind of be lazy. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
So yeah, shout out to Bill Dennison for that. He really helped me become the runner that I am today, and I'm definitely grateful for that. And as for the like labels of all conference and everything, I feel like at the time I didn't like really hold on to that.
Yeah,
I
for
kind
sure.
of cared more about my time and making it to state. I feel like that was just my number one goal in high school, and that was the thing that I was most proud of.
Yeah, and I'm about to roast us here. In a
Oh
second.
God.
Yeah, Alex, I feel like if we ran in a cross country meet, we'd probably last like 5 minutes.
Brody, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it.
No. You last 2 minutes because then your knees.
I would blow my knee out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then
Precisely my point.
And then I'll be going like this and somehow tear my labrum.
Yeah, just gonna throw the shoulder out.
Yeah.
Just a little crack.
But so we got an anonymous tip that you took first this past Saturday. So talk about the prep you had to do to get ready for that, and what goes through your head when you get first, or you're looking at the scene and you go, I think I get first here.
So the prep is definitely like what I would do before every race week, and what I kind of try to keep like my schedule on regularly. So I don't feel like I do anything like in particular. I mean, a big thing for me is getting enough sleep. So like 8 hours, especially before like a race, is super important, and like 2 nights before a race. I use like our Normatec boots, things like that, hydrating. It's all the little things that add up, and I try to do anyways, so it's not like anything super crazy before race week. But also just like mentally, that's a big thing for me, preparing and feeling like I'm ready to go out there. Like that's the most important thing on race week.
Right.
Yeah.
The prep that I can't even imagine for runners.
No, yeah.
I can't even imagine.
No, it's wild.
Like I literally dread like walking into the gym and running on the treadmill for like
Yeah.
10 minutes and then like so.
Well, as a thrower, do you know what my prep was before I got started at meets?
Absolutely nothing.
I would walk up to the javelin lane, stand there, stretch for about 5 minutes, put some biofreeze on every joint of my body, and just chuck it. So,
There you go.
I mean, it kind of worked.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one that we ask a lot. This is one I think we've asked in pretty much every athlete interview.
Yeah, we try to because we like to like just.
Yeah, we
never
like
know
to.
who's watching.
We like to get this perspective for people. So, what advice would you give to incoming freshmen, athletes or not? Doesn't really matter. Just like coming into college.
My freshman year was like a very monumental year for me, just because I feel like it's such a big adjustment going from high school, having your parents for everything, like always feeling comfortable. So my first year I definitely felt really uncomfortable, and I would say like that goes for anyone, athlete or not, is coming to a new place and being on your own, like doing your own laundry, things like that. So I would say like try to get more independent your senior year and like start to learn how to do those things. That way it's not as much of an adjustment for you. But also just like freshman year is, I always say like it's the best of times, it's the worst of times. Like it's great because you come in and you have no pressure, you have no expectations, like you don't have anyone relying on you. So you can kind of just go out, and like for me, I could just go out and run, and it was fun, and I didn't ever overthink really. Like I kind of just ran. So I would say definitely like really appreciate that, because as you get older, your team starts to rely on you and you have more responsibilities. So it's nice to just be able to do your thing without pressure. And I would say appreciate that and rely on your teammates. Like that is what got me through freshman year, is having upperclassmen, girls to look up to that will kind of guide you along the way because they've been through it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And once again, like we frequently bring this up. Like, there's some people that are afraid to ask questions.
Yeah,
like
it's kind of why we do
when they
this.
get here. And it's kind of like all you got to do is get past your freshman year, and everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah, just make it.
Exactly. But all right. Last question before rapid fire. By the way, she did do her research.
She did her research.
She knows the question. Quick, Alex, think of a new one. No, I'm just kidding.
I was actually thinking about trying to find a new one, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to in time.
But so as you look ahead to your remaining time at Edinboro, what specific accomplishments or experiences are you hoping to achieve athletically, and actually I'll add on to that too, academically too?
Well, I'm a nursing major, so I'm looking forward to the collective sigh. I'm looking forward to graduating, but also just like soaking up the time I have left to like learn before I'm a nurse on my own. And I would say just like making the most of my practicum, things like that. And then athletically, I feel like I have so many goals. Like I would really like to qualify individually for nationals this year, which means getting top 5 in the region. And as a team, I would love to qualify. We're ranked 3rd right now.
There you go.
And we need 3rd place at least to qualify and go to nationals in California. So I really want to do that. And as for like my indoor and outdoor track season, I would like a nice 5K PR would be nice. I haven't had a solid 5K PR in a year or two. So I would like to do that. And then for the 10K, I would like to run a Provo and hopefully run fast enough to qualify for nationals in the spring. And at conference, my goal is to win the 10K.
There we go.
She got goals.
I was ready for that one.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready to hit my PR, but totally different than your PR. You know.
Same.
PR nightmare. Okay. Rapid fire. So, basic questions first, and then I'm gonna be real honest. I don't remember right after that, other than the blind side.
Okay.
All right. First one. Favorite sport to watch.
I would say baseball.
Yeah.
She's a baseball kid. That's crazy.
Wait. Because I read your bio. Because you're from Ohio. Guardians fan.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They're nice.
Yeah.
There you go. But here's the thing.
We're doing good.
See, here's the thing. I would love for the Guardians to make it to the World Series, but like, Yankees and Mets World Series would be pretty cool. But like, I can't make fun of the Yankees anymore. So like, yeah. But
really a sad day. We can still make fun of the White Sox though.
Yeah. Benny, why did you leave? Okay. All right. Favorite sport to play other than track and field.
I used to do softball, and I really, really liked softball, so I would say that.
There we go. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke. I'm a big Diet Coke, Cherry Coke girl.
Oh, it's all downhill from here with Diet Coke.
Yeah. Coke is like undefeated in that rapid fire question. Yeah, it's like we've gotten like a Dr. Pepper every once in a while, but I don't know that we've ever gotten a Pepsi over a Coke in this, honestly.
It's funny because like I forget who said, because like Coach Jennings said Dr. Pepper, but like was like trying to reply like, oh yeah, we were like, no, you can say Dr. Pepper. Kaylee's was like on business, like
instant Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. But all right, favorite food.
I'm gonna say chocolate. I mean, I have a lot, but chocolate.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Go to warm up song.
Bad Pipes, obviously.
That's the correct answer, right?
Come on, roll Scotties, baby.
Roll Scots. Favorite movie.
I really like the Hunger Games series.
They're good.
Yeah.
I like them too.
Mhm.
Favorite TV show of all time.
I love Breaking Bad and
Jokers.
and The Office. I can't pick between those. They're so different, but
So different, but great shows.
yeah.
What inspired you to start running competitively?
I started running in like 4th grade because all my friends were doing like a 5K together. So I just kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna run now, I guess.
The way it works.
Pre-meet rituals.
A big thing is like I have to put on Blistex before I race, and it has to be Blistex. Like it can't be chapstick.
I love people's pre-competition rituals. It's so great.
This one's weird, but I have to cut my toenails before I race. Like it's just a big thing for me.
Yeah,
it's just I don't know why,
There you go.
but I've just always done it. And then of course like braid my hair. My roommate Lexi always does my hair, and yeah, I would say those are my big ones.
I love it. What didn't Adrian say that he eats a Snickers before every football
Yeah,
game? I love
he did.
it.
He did. Favorite place to run.
Edinboro, like anywhere in Edinboro, it's
a beautiful
beautiful
place.
here.
It is.
It's amazing. We run on gun range, our gun range loop, and that's one of my favorites. I mean, it's beautiful. So.
We've got an Edinboro patriot over here.
Right here. All right. What's your proudest moment in your track career? Or cross country, doesn't matter.
I would have to say when we won indoor PSAC for the first time ever in history. That was an iconic moment.
That's
and
awesome.
That's pretty amazing to be a part of.
This is as far as I can zoom in, but you can see what number 12 says.
Yes.
But I'm going to word it differently, though.
Okay.
It's the same question, but I'm going to word it differently, so
Okay.
it makes sense. Favorite teammate on the track and field team?
So this is my current teammate, Lexi Trax. We've just been friends like since my freshman year. We instantly hit it off, and we've just been through thick and thin together. So I love my whole team, but her and I are
Everybody has to make sure they say
Everyone
that.
has to preface it.
Yeah, I love my whole team, but her and I are just like ride or die. And then I have some great teammates who've graduated too that I love.
I love Dom's so much. He was just sitting there. He just looked over the camera. Just want to say I'm sorry to my roommates. All my.
Yeah, and Dom says he's still pissed about it, and yet.
Dom still hasn't gotten his get back on us yet.
And yet he's a co-host.
Yeah.
So there's that.
What's up with that, Dom?
But yeah. So last question, because we like to like calm things down after the blind side, usually. But 3 things that you are grateful for.
I'm so grateful for my teammates. Like that's whenever I'm asked that question, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Is because like I feel that we've been through so much together, and just they brighten my day. Like practice really is the highlight of my day, every day, or at least most days. And I would definitely say my family, like being so supportive, the way they raised me to work hard and really instill that into me. Like when you get to college, you kind of realize not everyone is raised that way, and I'm really grateful that my family instilled into me to work hard. And I would also just say the beautiful views that we have on our run is a third thing I'm grateful for, and like that is one of the highlights of my day.
There we go.
Absolutely.
There you go. See, she passed the interview.
She killed it.
Correct answers. Because we're all Scots.
Maybe one of the best interview grades out of everyone so far. Who knows?
Exactly.
Who knows?
Exactly. Passed everything, and she's not like anybody from IUP that was owned by the man from Delaware. Like, just yeah. Anyway, Kate, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Next week, episode 42, and next spotlight, I think 20. Wait, yeah, 42, and next spotlight, I think
2022, something like that.
I think.
And we don't know who it's going to be yet. You'll find out.
Exactly.
Probably about as close to it as we will. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, send it.
Good night, America.
Ooh, a little tricky one here.
Almost hit it.
Yeah, that came.
With the camera, yeah.